we're considering bills, related to physical health services, increasing salaries for early childhood education. And I wondered if you could comment on the current article that came out discussing state data compares academic success and growth of Hartford students in city open choice versus charter schools. And the data, I wasn't sure if Mr. Someone from your team, Ajit. Yes, I'm not sure if he's on this call, but he did comment in the article about the strength of the charter schools. And I wondered if you had a comment on this report that shows the incredible results of the charter schools. And this is pre-pandemic. So, your thoughts on driving more school policy towards supporting these charter schools that are delivering real results for these families in Hartford.
So thank you again for that question. And I know Ajit Gopalakrishnan is on.
Okay.
You're referring to, I think it was a 2014 study that was done. And I think that's, Ajit was on and then I lost him. So I'll make sure he can come back on here to speak to that. But as you know, Representative, that we support our charter schools. And I would say from the department, we support our schools, all our schools where all our kids are, because that's really what we should be doing. We've shared our best practices that we've learned from our charter schools as is required by state law across all our other district types so that we can be centers of innovations and folks can learn from each other. But Ajit, I just wanted you to just chime in with, that was a 2014 study, I believe, on choice programming in Connecticut?
Yes, you're correct, Commissioner. The rigorous study was from 2014. Our subsequent data from Smarter Balanced post 2015 has kind of enforced and confirmed some of those findings. But as I indicated to the press that, we want all schools to be strong schools. When we look at growth results, we're focusing on grades 4 through 8. That's where we're able to measure growth. But the fact is that students who attend choice programs Hartford residents who attend choice programs have higher achievement levels. And some of those increases in achievement could have occurred in the earlier years that were not really part of the growth measurement. So I think the fact is that students who attend choice programs have higher levels of achievement when compared to Hartford residents who are in neighborhood schools. So, you got to compare both achievement and growth when you're doing this. And when you look at that, yes, you do see stronger growth in the charter schools, but you also see higher achievement in all the choice schools that are part of the study. And the department is looking for successful and promoting strong schools, whether they be charter schools, whether they be neighborhood schools, whether they be magnet schools, whether they be in alliance districts. It doesn't really matter in one sense, in that we're really about promoting and growing strong schools wherever they may be. As I mentioned in the article too, that we have recognized high growth schools in several neighborhood schools in several of our alliance districts. And several of them have actually gone on to become blue ribbon schools. And when we look at what are the practices that actually are reflective of strong growth schools, there are practices that can be replicated really anywhere. And it really comes down to good school, good instruction, good supports, a strong culture, strong PD, those kinds of elements that we've really seen happen in all types of schools.
Okay, and so Mr.
We have
one more question, sir, is Mr. Chair, is that I feel that this data is really, it's incredible. It just blows our minds on what's happening with education, because it shows so clearly, yes, open choice is working, but on the ELA percentages and the math percentages, I mean, in 2018 to 2019, open choice delivered 30% ELA, 25% of where we want the kids to be, 24%. But charters delivered 49% to 42% in English language and math. I mean, that's incredible. It's almost twice. the success of open schools, and the neighborhood schools are in the teens. So we have a model of what works, and we all know charters are doing it with the foundation amount, 11,525. And these are neighborhood schools where families can walk to their schools. We have something that's glaring in our faces that works for children and families, Commissioner. I think we have our answer as to what can turn around education in Connecticut. But